Williams attacking, and it's blocked by Gordon.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Johnson. Jefferson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Gary Neal, and it's Williams at the 1. The Pelicans have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Anthony Davis. Great work over the last month. First in field goal percentage. He's in the top 10 in the league in blocked shots per game, so he's a real force in the paint defensively.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe him. He doesn't miss much.
Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Now here is Smith. Johnson can't hit.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Joe Johnson is also sometimes called ISO Joe because of his ability to produce buckets going one-on-one. There's nobody better in that situation in terms of creating a shot with ease and never shying away from the big moment.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, incredibly, Anthony Davis, one of the league's rangiest big men, and it's rumored that he's still growing. Asked about it, Davis joked, "I hope not. I don't want to be 7 feet. It just sounds weird, but if I grow, I can't help it." He does, however, want to get stronger, though. Now up over 240 pounds, he's putting in work in the weight room. Sounds like trouble for the competition, Kevin.
That should help him hold his own inside, Doris. Thanks.
And you talk about Johnson's ability to get his shot off. 6'7", huge frame for a 2-guard. And with his ball handling ability, he can really create space for himself.
Now here's Evans, averaging 14 points a game. Johnson goes in. It's taken away by Smith. He feeds it to Neal. Smith kicks to Johnson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Johnson's got 5 now. And Johnson's so smooth, Clark, but you know, Joe, his size and strength, sometimes it seems like he could do more to press the issue and draw foul.
Well, you know, I'm not going to be overly critical. This guy is terrific as a one-on-one isolation player. Used to average over 5 free throws a game, but that number has declined. But that may be more a function of him maturing in his career and picking his spots to be aggressive and not wanting to go.
Some changes for New Orleans. Both teams making some changes here. Here's Cole. 9 points in the game so far. There's the dish to Pondexter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pondexter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Williams can't get it to go. And here now is our State Farm assist to the game, and Steve coming earlier on a 3-pointer.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good passes tonight, some on the interior. This one on the outside, setting up his teammate perfectly for that 3-point look.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Johnson in at point guard. Quincy Pondexter out there with Cunningham. Then it's Jeff Withy, and it's Fredette in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Johnson, that's good. Karsov got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Brooklyn. And here are the Pelicans now. Johnson goes in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And after the game, it was said he was in a heated discussion with a teammate. Not sure exactly what the topic was, but it might have been ball movement.
I would guess that one of them was unhappy with what he perceived as a look-off. That's when a guy acts like he sees you, but he doesn't. What it was, you would hope that those two would be able to get it sorted out.
On the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
What a stellar outing in this one for Johnson. 28 points, and he's buried a ton of 3-pointers in this game, too.
It's hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Jefferson. Brown comes in for Anderson. And Morris subbed in for Darren Williams. There's the bucket. Good. Johnson! 31 points for Johnson.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Now, here is Morris. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Tony Douglas is checked. So we see New Orleans taking a W.
Tyreek, obviously a nice bounce-back win coming off that last game. What was the biggest difference maker in the team's approach tonight?
We always talk about the game what we need to do, so we sat down there as a team and watched film. We point out our mistakes, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard tonight.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA and 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
Hey, I just started like 2 days ago. I do already up. Yeah.
We were firing on all cylinders tonight, baby.
Yeah, man, nothing like getting mine when a team gets theirs.
Food tastes a little better.
Hey, them checks gonna look a little bigger.
Now we celebrating or what?
If you don't mind chilling with a young fella like me,
let's do it.
Nigga, open. There go nigga. Oh, boy, I forgot about this little nigga. I'll be back. Hey, man.
Yeah. Hey, why in there, boot, eh? And still George coming in and walking all over him. Man, we really don't have a spot for that sword when he's in vehicle mode. Yeah, just put it in the front there. Yep. Okay, gonna do something special for me here? Have some sort of transformer walk? Okay, Bumblebee is gonna park over there. And Steel Jaw is gonna come along. And, oh! What was that? Okay, Bumblebee up there. Steel Jaw down there. What happens next? Okay.
Right. Move. Good job. Y'all seen that lad just now? It's lagging my part, man.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the rounds, yeah. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all.
The Heat are out of Miami and into an interconference game. We're all set. to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Taking a look at New Orleans. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
Well, you know, they've only played these guys once during the regular season, but they did beat them, so they've got to feel pretty good about their chances. The matchup seems to be pretty good for them.
And, Steve, if they win this one, that'll technically make it a 2-0 sweep. Not a major accomplishment, but still something you can feel good about.
So here's Miami's starting group. Bosh and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. On the perimeter, Wade and Dang. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. Bosh can't get it to go. Here's New Orleans. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I just love the rhythm they got into offensively.
No.
They really started to click from the outset and carried through the whole way.
And that result was indeed impressive. They basically cruised all the way home. Well, it just seems there's something about lefty. I mean, whether it's Ginobili, James Harden, or the Dragon. That's Goran Dragic. Defenders seem to have a tough time getting on that left hand of those kinds of players and don't typically adjust well to keeping those guys out of the paint.
Now here's Dragic after the miss from Johnson. Dang kicks to Anderson and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And it's Johnson penetrating, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the shot is good. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
And Kevin, I asked him what he thought would be a key factor for them coming into this game. And he said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside the lane. And oftentimes, that tentativeness can be a game changer. Guys, every team in the league wants that interior presence, and he just explained one big reason why.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Steve, Clark, your thoughts on their defensive focus here?
Well, it's the right strategy, Kevin, because you have to play to your strengths as a team. You can't get away from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access. To the rim.
In transition, here comes Miami. Dragic is running and stolen by Gordon. One-on-one here. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Evans. And it's 6 points for Johnson.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Dang kicks to Wade. Dang with the screen for Wade. Goes up off the pick. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set and did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Pelicans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for Chris Anderson.
Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for them, others rooted against them. Either way, they've been an incredible story for the league and have become just a huge draw around the NBA.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking.
Got a piece of it. Dragic kicks to Wade. Dragic the pass to Bosh. 5 to shoot. McRoberts' shot is good. And now with the Big Three era coming to an end, Miami not perhaps one of the more hated teams around the NBA.
Bandwagon fan, by no means does this team finish with being a title threat. There's just too much talent on this roster, and for the first time in a long time, they might enjoy being viewed as underdogs.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
And it's Napier. Here's Napier. Can't hit. That one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami.
Yeah, a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis is out there with Alexis Ajinça. And it's Johnson in at the 1. To the middle, here's Ajinça. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
And Anderson kicks to Dang. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. Dang's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Chris Anderson, the Birdman, has been a great fit in Miami, and I think they got a steal in this veteran big man. I mean, he's got tremendous bounce, he bangs the glass, he's a rim protector, and he finishes with force and finesse sometimes.
And it's Wade penetrating. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
Remember, that last matchup went right down to the wire before they pulled it out. And I thought the big difference was the contribution this team got from its bench.
Chalmers with a screen on Gordon. Here's Wade. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
A second ago, Steve made mention of a nail biter these two teams played when they last saw each other, Clark.
Yeah, and I'd agree with this, guys. What won them the game was their depth. They didn't have to rely on just a few guys. They got a little bit from a lot of players.
It's Anderson with the drive. Bosch against Evans. Wade dishes the box. Johnson with the block. Gordon kicks to Davis.
A drop.
Again, the Pelicans score.
Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to use his size to his advantage there.
Outside Dang. Wade sets the pick for Dang. Back to Wade. And he makes good on the layup. Wade's got 10 points.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Outside Bosch. Back to Wade. From 11 feet away. Rebound by Ajinça. Pelicans leading by 3. Evans kicks to Johnson. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Gordon against Wade. Bosch kicks to Dang. Launches a 3. Good on the shot. Dang's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches. That's how you answer.
And that one is good from Ajinça. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Well, if you remember early in Eric Spoelstra's head coaching career, when he was new and the big 3 were assembled, there were some people questioning Spoelstra's command, maybe even within the team. Those questions are long gone. Now he has become an excellent head coach.
1:36 left in the first half of basketball. From deep, Johnson can't get it to go. Now the Heat take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. But they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed them. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you.
Clock is at 3. Wade. And it's all evened up. Wade's got 8 points in the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Johnson for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Tang's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
Took him no time at all on that one. 23 points for Johnson.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Wade against Gordon. Bosch, the screen. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Bosch. Both teams will make substitutions.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Pelicans lead by 1.
Wayne, give us...
Hey, guys. Some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but we...
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. We had a great first half. Just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
On the floor for Miami, Bosch and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. On the perimeter, Wade and Dang. And it's Dragic into the point. And Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total, folks. So this is good. It's a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
New Orleans has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Johnson kicks to Gordon. There's the triple. And it's Wade with the rebound.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
You know, for Dwayne Wade, he's an athlete who's grown accustomed to having his personal life and his public life intersect. But he's found a way to turn that into a positive, selling the rights to a sitcom based on his experiences as a player and a parent.
And it's Dragic off the drive, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And Wade, generous, sharing his experiences for sure. Steve, he even released a training app for smartphones last season.
You know, I used it, Kevin. I ended up dominating my old man league in San Diego. So I'm really grateful to Dwayne for his generosity.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, after opting out of the last 2 years and $42 million of his contract, Dwayne Wade re-signed with the Heat for 2 years at about $31 million. Kevin, if he hasn't already solidified his place as the most beloved player in Miami Heat history, giving up over $10 million to help the team compete has to seal the deal.
Incredible, Doris. He said home is where the heart is. That's great to hear. Thanks. Johnson, that's for 2. Rebound by the Heat. Bosch has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dang goes in. There's the dish to Wade. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Dwayne Wade over the last 4 years adjusted beautifully to playing off the ball alongside LeBron James, and that was not easy, folks. He actually became one of the game's best cutters during that time. Now back to his old ways, playing with the ball in his hands a lot more. Should suit him well.
Brooklyn's making a switch here. Gents is checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Wade, a screen on Johnson. Chalmers with it. Evans picks him up. That's good. And the Heat lead by 5. And Wade still a dynamite finisher around the rim. One of the league's preeminent slashers.
Yeah, he's extremely productive in the pick and roll, able to score and make plays for others with his outstanding vision.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down. Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go around. No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. And that's 15 points for Dwayne Wade.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Johnson against Chalmers. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint. Dominating.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Shoots a 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Pelicans trailed by 4. Pass to Johnson. From deep. And it's Wade with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Dang passes to Wade. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And too long on the shot.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
That's good. 36 points for Johnson.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Here's Wade. He's got 15. Pass to Bosh. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. And now let's check in on the 2 guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. Wayne Wade on top.
You know, when you watch him game in, game out, he's just so good defensively. Puts on a clinic, both in terms of his effort and his technique at the 2 guard spot.
Well, to be good defensively, you can't have one of those without the other. If you're going to be the defensive terror that he is, and he is a terror, he's on the very short list of the NBA's best defenders because of that combination of attributes.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pondexter kicks to Cole. He dishes it to Withy. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Udonis Haslem.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Pelicans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That one drops. He ties it up.
He can't wait to take the ball up.
Wade with it, averaging 20 points per game. Here's Chalmers.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup.
I was that buzz beat.
I like it. I like it. All day long.
Making some changes here. Davis is checked in for Withy. Evans comes in for
Cunningham.
And it's Gordon in for Quincy Pondexter. Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Naples. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. And it's Cole in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Gordon dishes to Cole. Bosch against Davis. Shot clock at 6. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Uh-oh. Beats for the game.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jensen's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Cole. And then for Miami, Anderson comes in for Udonis Haslem. And it's Dang in for Josh McRoberts. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
All right, Doris. Gordon kicks to Jensen. Johnson outside. But Trey, good. Johnson's got 39.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Wade passes to Dang. Dragic dishes to Wade. Charity stripe shot. And that one hits back iron.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Heat have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Dang, here we go. The wide open look here for Bosch. That 3 off the mark. The Pelicans trail. Here's Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Johnson. He's got 39 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, it's hard to track just how many of those he's hit.
I heard the MVP song, but...
And here's Wade.
I'm gonna get that jump in my rookie season. I just started.
The kick out to Dang.
And I'm gonna get that MVP like a G.
Bosch heads the pick for Dang. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we'll go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
Goes back up. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Wow, fans just getting their money's worth tonight. Really entertaining ball game.
It has been. The margin separating these teams has been paper thin.
Dragic against Johnson. Bosch, the screen. And the call will go against Boomer. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a good foul.
And it's Dragic off the drive.
Dang.
And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Now the pass to Davis. He sinks the 11-footer.
Yeah, that's my big nigga.
Lead by 1. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
The drive by Bosch. Davis with the ball, and they're able to recover. Out to the right wing. Dragic with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Pelicans have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. And the basket by Gordon. He's trying to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for New Orleans.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And another area where they've done a great job tonight is forcing the issue defensively and getting some steals.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
They've stepped up the three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
2 more 3-pointers on
They're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Here's Bosch. Miami no good on that time either.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And the basket by Johnson.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah. In fact, 3 of the last 5 hits are from beyond the arc.
Here's Dragic. A wide open look here for Bosch. Bosch with another miss.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
That is good.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
They need this. Bosch with another miss.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
Johnson for 3, and it's Miami with the rebound. Can't nail the jump.
Probably time to just say,
that's
guys,
the last
this
time I get that record.
Over.
I think you're right on target there.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade. The wing jumper off target. Johnson outside. Let's go. And that falls.
Give me that record, boy.
Cherry on top, so to
Give me that record, boy.
It's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the winding now, Steve.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. You know, Clark, every... Has a bad night lead.
How many 3 points I hit? Oh, that 3-point didn't count. It did count. It was 2-pointer. Man.
Hey, man, what's up, yo? Glad you can make it. No.
You've gone farther than any kid I've ever coached. Of course I'm going to make it.
Everything good?
Yeah, listen. We'd love to have you come by and visit the kids sometime.
Hey, no problem. I'm going to do that, okay? We'll do. But I got to run right now. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you soon.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, I've been thinking.
That's never a good thing.
Huh, funny guy. That's why I like you so much. Always keeping it light. Doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Anyway, you're really starting to make a name for yourself. So with more eyeballs on you, I think it's time for you to start doing a little more to really stand out.
All right.
You know, get the word-of-mouth machine churning.
So what are you thinking?
You need to start doing pregame rituals. You know, LeBron's got the chalk toss, KG headbutts the stanchion. You know, something to get the people buzzing about you. Keep your name trending.
Yeah, I like the idea of creating something that people can associate with me. That's cool.
Oh, good. Well, I'll let you think about it, pick one out, and I look forward to seeing it debut before the next game.
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay? I don't write my stuff anymore. I just kick it from my head, you know what I'm saying? I can do that. No disrespect, but that's how I am.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. Some confidence here for the New Orleans Pelicans with the win in their last matchup against the Denver Nuggets. Looking for the third straight win against these guys this season. They've won them all so far.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Lawson. Tyreek Evans comes up with the rebound. And so it's New Orleans with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic, shot making, really good flow to their offense.
Well, they played a very intelligent game of basketball, Steve, and those two things go hand in hand.
No good from Lawson. On defense, the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shots. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
So here's Gallinari after Tyreek Evans' score. Shot clock at 6. And Lawson with the drive. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Omer Asik, one of the premier defensive centers in the league. He's got size, mobility, and a great IQ for defensive positioning.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Evans with the steal. Now running up the court. Evans trying to push it up. Gordon the pass to Evans. Davis down low. Fareed defending. And Davis can't get it to go. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Gallinari. Feeds to Foy. Gallinari against Evans. And Lawson, here we go. And the layup is good.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
Johnson dishes to Davis, and that one's good.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And the call will go against Boomer. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Fareed kicks to Lawson. Foy with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for it. Pelicans leading by 6. And it's Johnson penetrating. And Asik kicks to Evans. New Orleans moving the ball around. Trying to get open is Davis. Johnson's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the wing right side. Here's Lawson. And Asik sends it back. Wow! And he gets it to go. Nurkic has got his first bucket of the night. Here's Johnson on the money with the open jumper.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now, here is Foy. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Lawson. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Over in the corner, Foy. Johnson against Lawson. Nice shot by Foy.
I tell you what, post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Lawson. 20 points for him last game against Utah.
And he really kept his head down, withdrawing contact, getting himself to the line, played an aggressive game. That was a big-time help for him and his team.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
Kenneth Fareed is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Foy, and there's Hickson, and it's Lawson in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. From deep, Johnson, and it's Denver with the rebound. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand.
A lot of stuff going on around the league. The game I'm looking forward to is the Bucks. I think that should be a close one.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Anthony Davis is not yet a household name, but he's quickly becoming an elite talent. Coach Monty Williams said there are a few power forwards that are rated ahead of him, but the key is winning. When we win, people are going to see how much better he is than those guys. He's right there with the best in the league. Such a bright young career, Kevin.
A superstar in the making, Doris. Thank you. And Fareed kicks to Lawson. Lets it go from 14. That's good on the jump shot. Lawson's got his second best.
Ty Lawson, the former 18th overall pick back in 2009. Super quick, athletic point guard who looks to push the pace. He's been the perfect fit in the Nuggets' up-tempo offense.
And here's Johnson outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists now in this one. Lawson against Johnson, and taken away by Johnson. By himself, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal. Oh, man, what a play.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Hickson sets the screen for Lawson. Foy from long range, and he gets it to go. Foy's got 6 points in the quarter.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
And then Johnson with the dunk. Nice hops and determination that time, Clark, to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Ty Lawson. Norkic checked in for Denver. And New Orleans also had some change. Ashik's checked in.
And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. First in field goal percentage. 10th and lowest turnovers per game. And they're in the top half of the league in shooting from deep as well. This is a strong suit for this team, knocking down those shots from behind the arc.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Foy, and Denver again with the bucket.
Well, they've finally gotten into a rhythm offensively this quarter. And if they keep shooting like this, they won't be down for long.
Well, Steve, you can see them looking to cut that lead down little by little to turn things around, and that's how you got to do it. How do you eat a big pizza? One slice at a time.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Here's Foy. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
It's been a good one for Foy. He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind.
Nice shooting.
Comes in for Gordon, and it's Norris Cole in for Johnson. And that concludes the first. New Orleans on top. They lead by 3.
All right, men. We've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. A big difference in this game.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Lawson drives in. Second chance shot, and Ashik sends it back. Wow!
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break. Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills, and Kenneth Faried is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Lawson. The shot is off, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Johnson with it. Now Lawson defending. Faried with the block. Johnson over to help. And guys, Faried not the most skilled offensively. Most of his points coming on fast breaks, garbage buckets, dunks inside.
Yeah, but he's developing a decent touch from around the foul line area, which is a nice addition to his offensive arsenal, Kevin. But, yeah, the big thing is, you know, he's just one of those guys who you can never let your guard down against because he's constant energy.
Evans against Lawson. Faried the pass to Gallinari. Kicks it to Lawson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts.
Came to play.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Agents is checking.
But not so.
Count the bucket. And that's 11 points for Ty Lawson.
Really
open. He fired. Can't connect from long distance.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Boyd is just a Faried, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong.
So close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Nurkic, and it's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led.
Guys, last I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the